Venerable Sir, in this busy modern life, we are constantly distracted by thoughts of the past and concerns about the future. How can we experience true peace and happiness amidst all these distractions? Is it truly possible to live fully in the present moment and find contentment?
We live in a world where our minds are pulled in countless directions by work, family, ambitions, and endless distractions. We constantly think about what we must do next, or we dwell on things that have already happened. But in this restless mental activity, we forget one crucial thing. Life is unfolding. Right here, right now. To understand this more deeply, let me guide you through a simple example. Imagine that you are sitting in a quiet place, holding a warm cup of coffee. The cup radiates heat into your palms. The rich aroma fills the air, and the first sip carries warmth into your lips. But as you drink, your mind is elsewhere, lost in a whirlwind of thoughts. Perhaps you are thinking about a meeting you have tomorrow, or replaying an old conversation that didn't go the way you wanted. What happened? You missed the moment, the simple joy of drinking that cup of coffee is overshadowed by your racing thoughts, and you are not truly present to appreciate the experience. This is the reality of most people's lives. They are physically in one place, but their minds are elsewhere, trapped in memories of the past or worries about the future. As a result, they miss the beauty and the depth of the present moment. Let me now share a story of two men. The first man is poor, he has no home and lives under a tree. His only possession is a broken mug from which he drinks tea. But despite his poverty, this man lives fully in the present moment. When he drinks his tea, he feels the warmth in his hands. He listens to the wind rustling through the leaves above, and he breathes in the air deeply. His mind is calm, and he experiences the peace in the simple act. He does not dwell on what he lacks, nor does he worry about the future. He finds contentment in here and now. The second man is wealthy beyond imagination. He has everything that money can buy: luxury cars, a grand house, and servants to attend to his every need. At this very moment, he is sitting in the back seat of a Rolls-Royce Phantom, sipping champagne from a crystal glass. And yet, despite all his wealth, he is not at peace. His mind is consumed with thoughts, worrying about his business, and anxious about his family, and concerned about how others perceive him. He cannot enjoy the champagne or even the luxury that surrounds him, because his thoughts are pulling him in 1,000 directions. His body may be seated in comfort, but his mind is restless, caught in an endless loop of concerns and desires. Now I ask you, who is truly happy? The poor man who lives in simplicity but is fully present, or the rich man surrounded by wealth but consumed by his thoughts? The answer is clear. It is not material possessions or status that brings happiness. It is the ability to be present in the moment. The poor man, though lacking in material wealth, finds joy in the simple act of living in the moment, living in the now. The rich man, though surrounded by luxury, is trapped in a maze of his own mind. The story reveals a profound truth. Life is like a river, constantly flowing and changing. Just as you cannot step into the same river twice, you cannot experience the same moment twice. The water you touched a moment ago has already flowed downstream, and new water has taken its place. If you spend your time thinking about the water that has already passed, you will miss the water that is flowing by right now. In the same way, if your mind is caught up in the past or the future, you miss the present moment, the only moment that truly exists. The past is gone. The future has not yet arrived. All we truly have is the present. Yet how often do we let it slip away? How often do we spend our lives thinking about what has already happened, or worrying about what is to come, rather than being fully present in the here and now? This is the great illusion that traps so many of us. We believe that happiness lies somewhere in the future, that we can find it by fulfilling our desires or reaching our goals. But in chasing after future happiness, we miss the happiness that is available to us right now. Let us return the story of the two men. The rich man, with all his wealth, believes that happiness lies in maintaining his status, protecting his assets, and securing his future. But in the endless striving, he forgets how to live in the moment. He is not truly living. He is merely existing, trapped in the world of thoughts and desires. The poor man, on the other hand, has learned the secret to true happiness. He has no wealth to protect, no future to secure. He understands that life is happening right now, in this very moment. And in this awareness, he finds peace. He experiences the beauty of the world as it is, without wanting it to be any different. He drinks his tea with mindfulness. He listens to the wind, and he feels the warmth of the sun on his skin. This is the essence of true happiness, to be fully present in the moment, to be fully present in the now. My dear brothers and sisters, happiness does not come from wealth, status, or success. It comes from living fully and completely in the present moment. When we let go our thoughts, our worries about the future, or our regrets about the past and immerse ourselves in the now, we discover our peace that no material possession can provide. We find that life is rich and beautiful, just as it is. This is the secret that both the rich man and the poor man can learn, if they only choose to live in the present. I encourage you all, do not be deceived by the mirage of future happiness. Do not wait for the perfect moment, the perfect circumstances, or the perfect achievement to bring you peace. The perfect moment is now. The peace you seek is already here, waiting for you to embrace it. Let go of your thoughts and desires, and you will find that happiness is not something you have to chase. It is something you can experience right here in this very moment. To live completely and intensely in the present is to embrace the life as it is. It is to experience the joy of being alive without clinging to the past or yearning for the future. It is to find peace in the simple act of being, in the awareness that life is happening now, and that now is all there is. This is the path to true happiness, the path of mindfulness and presence. May we all walk this path with grace, wisdom, and compassion.